everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. 10 p.m. on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin altcoins. Of course, it's 9 a.m. somewhere in the world. It's a little bit later than usual. I haven't been sleeping well, so there is that. Besides that, I just broke my oven. So, I made this nice moussaka downstairs. I was putting in the oven, and then it slipped and fell on the glass, and the glass shattered, so I cannot use the oven. So now I need to buy a new oven. So it's everything is going to crap. So the question is Bitcoin going to crap or not? As you know, the big news today is the coup in Russia that's happening right now. I'm not really interested in what's happening geopolitically right now, or what's gonna happen. But how can this affect the markets? And somebody says in the chat, in Telegram chat, that commodities are opening on Monday. And the way I see it, if the coup is successful, the prices of commodities might go down because what are you gonna say? People are gonna be a lot happy, but there's a whole bunch of supply coming into the market again, right? At least that's what they're gonna assume, that with the new with the new change of in the government in Russia, a lot of supply might come to the market, so the prices might actually drop. Although in some kind of way it's a good thing, because a whole new market might be opening up. We're not gonna discuss too much, but will this affect the crypto? I do not think so. No nukes have been launched just yet, so I think we are okay. The big question is whether this pattern up here is right now is at some kind of top, and there might just be that case. So we're gonna talk about it. Yes, we are being bullish. Yes, we are still believing that this might go to 46k up here at the top, 46k right now, from 30 to 46k. But until that happens, it is at some kind of resistance. I'm gonna show you that resistance level. Alif, what's up? Jurgen, yeah boy. Skywalker, let's go. Chiban, nice sitting in the sun garden, and you go live. Have a nice weekend. We gotta know. So it's gonna be quick and dirty, update on what's happening with Bitcoin right now. And what you're gonna see up here is that right now we are actually at breaking this resistance up here. This on the weekly time frame, still 1 day and 12 hours left. But if you go up here on the CME futures chart, we already broke that resistance level, right? So the CME futures chart is closed. It closed at 31.1. And we have a higher high up here on the chart. We also have, if we squeeze this a little bit harder, there is actually no divergence up here on the weekly chart over here. I was actually thinking there is divergence. This actually looks quite nice, but the resistance up here is at 50 moving average. We didn't tap that just yet. This on the CME futures chart, so I'm a little bit unsure how important this is. And over here we had this gap up here. I didn't even see in this weekly 2 weeks gap. This was actually closed. So for everybody out there that likes to look at the gaps, this actually got closed. But that doesn't seem to be any kind of divergence up here on the chart on the weekly time frame over here on the CME futures chart. And also right now this momentum right now is going towards upside. This is 2 weekly chart, so there is no. Let's see 3 weeks up here, because we try to go as high as we can. Monthly chart up here as well is not crossed just yet. Monthly still has 6 days left, but there is no divergence on the monthly. The bullish cross up here might just be happening. This is monthly time frame up here, and you can see this big move up here. This was the literal bottom down here. The bottom, and then it start pulling towards the upside. Right now we're coming to that bullish cross up here. So is this just gonna explode towards the upside? It might seem so that way, but there is there could be some kind of a trouble in paradise right now. This is 2 weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame over here there seems to be divergence, but there is actually no divergence, because most people are writing divergence something like this up here, and that's not the case. It's this one, and it goes towards the upside. So everything looks nice. Also the bullish cross up here on the weekly time frame is actually coming up here. So it does look okay. Doesn't seem to be any kind of top. Now the problem with the chart, let's go to another chart up here over here on the Binance. So we are no longer looking at the CME futures over here as well. There is no divergence up here. Over here there is bullish cross as well. Let's go to the 2 weekly time frame up here. There seems to be no divergence up here as well towards the upside. Up here also the blue line is crossing the zero line, but we wanted the signal line to cross the zero line, so we're not quite just yet there, but it is moving towards the upside. And the monthly time frame up here also there is no divergence on the chart. Bullish cross coming in. Everything looks nice and dandy. So I am not bearish, but could we have a pullback towards the downside? You can see that up here that we are a little bit extended from the moving averages over here on the chart. We are a little bit extended from the moving averages. So will we pull back? Will there be any kind of pullback? I'm a little bit unsure about it. Or will we just, you know, do stuff like this and then continue going towards the upside? Hard to say, hard to say. Now, what am I saying, you know, that this could be some kind of top? And the reason is, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that the pattern that goes something like this, you have a impulsive move towards the upside, you come, you know, some kind of box at the top, you pull back, and then you do another one of these moves above these high levels to pick up liquidity, and then you go down below the support and you crash towards the downside. I don't know what kind of pattern this is, but it does happen all the time. It happened over here. But it managed to stay. So we, you know, it happened over here. We came up, we had the zigzag pattern up here. We went down and we managed to get above into the liquidity area without dumping down, which was actually very, very bullish. Over here, the same thing happened. We had a big move towards the upside. We had a zigzag area up here. We fell down below that zigzag area over here right now, like over here right now. So, you know, and then we had this big move towards the upside. So right now we're having this big move upside up here, trying to get above this liquidity area up here towards the upside. If you can manage to get above the liquidity area over here at the top and get into that zone above that, that might be very bullish. But if it just starts coming up here, you know, does something like this, falls back down right now, right now the bearish target up here is no longer 200 moving average, is down here below this previous bottom at 25k. So right now 25k needs to hold if he, for whatever reason, should go down, right? If he, for whatever reason, it should go down, it needs to hold. But if it doesn't hold, you know, it might be actually quite a mess. Quite a mess. I'm still looking for this move up here to get out into this liquidity zone above us. I don't know where actually this liquidity zone ends, because it starts over here, maybe ends up there. I'm watching this liquidity zone up here because I know that a lot of people want to short that area. They already started shorting over here. That's why the price is doing the move up here, you know, zigzag move up here on the side. They already start shorting this stop. It's very normal short position, because you come to some kind of resistance, you short that, you know, you short that in hopes that it might, you know, fail and go towards upside. On the other hand, if it starts breaking towards upside, we get into the liquidity zone up here, and once that liquidity zone, there will be a lot of shorting options up here. If these shorting options do fail and we break out of the liquidity zone towards upside, we might see another, you know, powerful move towards upside, where we, you know, get rid of these short positions over here, and then only then pull back towards the downside. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But over here, that does seem a little, although on the bigger time frames, as I just showed you on the weekly, 2 weekly, monthly time frame, everything seems nice and dandy, and there is no problem in the paradise. There is a little bit problem in the paradise, and the problem is that we need to break the resistance, right? So over here, we have been drawing, you know, the support line like this. We have been drawing it a little bit differently like this as well over here. You know, there are ways how you can draw this support line and where you can actually bounce off the support line. But there is another line up here that's very nice, because we are using the bottom wick, but you can also use this wick up here as well. And if you use that, you'll see that right now we are hitting that, you know, resistance at the dollar almost, right? So you can see up here we are trying to break the high over here. We're trying to break the resistance, but we are getting some kind of you know, short term you know, zigzag consolidation pattern up here. This line up here, there is a line up here on the small time frames up here. Wait. There is a small time frame up here that right now it's holding us towards, you know, it's pushing us towards the upside. So will this, you know, pattern over here that's broke towards the upside right now do stuff like this and continue up here towards the upside? That depends to be seen. We still have a little bit more move towards the upside that we need to make on the bigger time frames, because all of these are small time frames, right? 4 hour time frame, it can play out by the end of the day. That's how these things actually work. But the fact that we actually managed to, you know, break out of this consolidation pattern over here towards the upside, right now we're coming down to that levels and started testing. We are holding the support levels over here, 10 and 20 moving average. So we are looking for continuation actually towards the upside up here. Bigger time frames I'm bullish, so you know, there is that. So that looks actually nice and dandy. So we are looking actually to continue towards the upside. But if this for whatever reason starts breaking towards the downside over here, we are looking at 25k level as the last line of support up here, right? 25k level down here. Before that, of course, there will be initial, you know, you know, support levels up here that needs to be broken, and we will see weakness in the price before actually we get down to 25k level. But 25k level is exceptionally important, because by the time we get down there, that will also be the 200 moving average, if that actually is the case. We don't actually know. We're just looking for this next move towards the upside. Will this break the resistance or not? Breaking the resistance is always, in tech analysis, a very, very bullish momentum, and we like that. So breaking the resistance, just like over here on the CME chart right now, that we are breaking the resistance up here at the top, that's actually very, very bullish momentum, right? We like that. We enjoy that weekly time frame is also breaking towards the upside, but it needs to hold, it needs to, you know, it needs to climb up higher and continue towards the upside, right? So we want to see some kind of this move that shows us. Doesn't matter what's happening, this move up here, if it does continue towards the upside, we are looking at something like 46k or something like that, maybe even 50k. It depends on how high this actually goes before we actually become a little bit bearish, because those are some major resistance levels. Those are also, you know, very nice, you know, might be very nice lines up here. I don't know, there is a line over here that goes something like this up here at 38, you know, but as soon as it starts going up here, like this is very, very risky area to go long, because it can pull back towards downside. So much so that right now we are definitely looking at what's happening up here. But if you look at a small time frame, it's just pulling back slowly. That it doesn't seem to be some kind of top. If it is some kind of top up here, it's very, very slow top. It might just pull back because there seems to be bullishness in the market up here, right? There seems to be bullishness in the market. You'll see up here on this very big move towards upside. This was exceptionally big, you know, volume up here towards upside, where we climbed up here. Every single, you know, of these moves up here has, you know, pushed us towards upside. Every single move. And right now this is pushing us towards upside as well. And you would expect to see some kind of big pullback. You will see us a lot of selling pressure, and there is a lot of selling pressure, but the price is not moving towards downside, which keeps me bullish, of course, which keeps me bullish. On the final note, nobody knows what's gonna happen with Russia right now, and will that affect the markets? I don't think we're gonna affect the markets. We got a super moods coming in. So there is that. If something big does happen in Russia, like the government changing and stuff like that, that might be bad for the markets because the supply is going to increase. Or at least people are going to assume the supply is going to increase because, you know, the West is probably going to be more open to the new government, right? Besides that, I don't know what's happening. You know, we are not analyzing geopolitics and stuff like that. We also don't talk too much in the Telegram chat about politics. I'm trying to keep Telegram chat, and I do hope you guys, you know, appreciate that, you know, we try to keep politics out of the chat, focus on the markets, you know. I comment here and there about stuff, you know, can be, but once this, you know, it escalates the discussion, like I need to cut that out as soon as fast, because I want to have a safe space, you know, crypto safe space where there is no, because I know like all other Telegram channels are talking about one thing and one thing only, and I don't want my Telegram channel, our Telegram channel, to be, you know, full of, you know, stuff about politics and world events and stuff like that. We are focusing on crypto only, markets, up, down, stuff like that, right? That's what we like. It's already up here, a little bit up here. This looks like, this on 1 hourly time frame, there seems to be, you know, morning doji star pattern up here that might actually pumps us towards upside. I am not bearish. I mean, something big, I always tell you guys, something big needs to happen for me to become bearish, right? Something big would be bigger time frames breaking support levels, right? We have not been breaking support levels, we have been breaking resistance levels, and we haven't been breaking resistance level with any kind of extensions right now. Let me see the extensions up here on the chart. This is RSI, and even RSI up here is not very high on the weekly time frame. It's just up to 64, like that's not high. Not only that, we are creating higher high on the RSI as well up here, right? We are going very nicely towards the upside. This is just, you know, there are no exceptional highs up here. There are no exceptional highs, right? Let's see up here. You can see up here that this move up here came to some kind of, you know, 86 levels. So right now we are only at this part over here, right before this last move, right? So we are down here at 60 levels, right? 60 levels up here, 64. So we still got this move up here towards upside if we want to, you know, do that. So that is good. So RSI doesn't show us any kind of overextension, you know, or anything like that. MACD up here, there was a slight momentum loss over here. There was slight momentum loss up here, so we're gonna see if this move up here can actually manage to get a bigger momentum, which I don't think, but you know, it can actually pull us very high up towards upside, and then we get some kind of momentum loss, and then we go towards downside, right? And the overextensions down here on my own indicator over here, they're not showing any kind of overextension whatsoever. This is just normal trading range. If you look previous action up here, at least, you know, to some up here, these are, you know, exceptionally overextended levels up here. You can see up here also this move up here was exceptionally overextended, but right now we are going to that overextension, but we are not quite there yet. So this can definitely have time to, you know, to do a whole bunch of moves towards upside. Monthly time frame as well, nowhere near any kind of overextensions, just some kind of trading range over here. And the daily time frame, I think it's a little bit, you know, high, but not that high. Yeah, it's a little bit high because we exploded up to the resistance. But these immediate, you know, high levels do not have to go. You know, you can just go continue towards upside while you're pushing down the overextended levels, right? So this overextended level over here might actually just consolidate in an uptrend over here, push a little bit towards downside and continue towards upside. I don't know how it's gonna play out. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see it, but it's a little bit overextended. Small times a little bit overextended. Weekly, monthly, not so much. So some kind of right now consolidation below this resistance level might be in play. That's it, guys. I hope you have a nice day. It is sunny outside, at least here in Norway. I hope it's sunny wherever you are. Tijban is sitting nicely in the sun. I think everybody's having a nice day. I hope you continue having a nice day. And the altcoins are a little bit tricky right now. They are, you know, Bitcoin is up 0.2, they are up 0.5, 1-2% towards upside. And the dominance up here on the charts, where is the dominance up here, is still going towards upside. It's a little bit pulled back towards downside over here, but we are watching the weekly time frame and we are still looking at this 200 moving average, because previously the 200 moving average has been very, very important. Over here we managed to break that 200 moving average very violently and drop big time towards downside, but we are not even at 200 moving average on the weekly time frame dominance. So a little bit unsure what's gonna happen next right over there. Guys, hit the like button on the way out. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you around. Bye bye. Outro.